Hey, what's going on? Alan here with DustyHikers.com, and today I have the final, thank goodness, I'm getting tired of these. You guys must be getting tired of these too. The final head-to-head shoe versus shoe video. This time it's the Salomon OUTline GTX going up against the Keen Targhee Vent. Okay, so I tested these two shoes together with 3 other shoes a year ago, and I picked my favorite. It wasn't either of these shoes. It's a different shoe that I actually am wearing right now and that are amazing. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but if you know my channel, you know what they are. I just purchased a whole bunch of other hiking shoes, and I'm about to finish the testing for that new set of hiking shoes, and that should be coming out like on Monday. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, and then you'll get the notification that I have uploaded that video. All right, let's get into it. Okay, really important question. How much money do you have? Right now, the Salomon OUTline GTX, which is the Gore-Tex version, is $113 on Amazon. I think it's been discounted by, I don't know, like $10 or $15. So that's a pretty good price. They are running out of sizes. So if you're interested in this exact shoe, go check out the link in the description and you can get it. On the other hand, the Keen Targhee Vent, which is a very, very popular hiking shoe. It's not my favorite. In fact, I really don't like these at all. This one is $124 on Amazon.com right now. So I would say they're pretty similar in price. They're both kind of similar value. They're completely different hiking shoes. The Keen Targhee Vent is more like a proper heavy hiker. Right? So it's got just a lot more material. It's much heavier. The Salomon OUTline GTX is more of like, it's got trail runner sort of DNA to it, but it does have a lot of foot protection and it does have Gore-Tex, which the Keen Targhee Vent doesn't. Okay, next question. Do you have wide feet? If you have wide feet, this shoe will not work for you unless you get it in the wide version. So I don't have wide feet, but I had to go up to the wide version. The Keen Targhee Vent, Keens in general are kind of famous for being wide. So this is the non-wide version. This thing is massive. I mean, look at the toe box area is just huge. There is a lot of padding in there, so your forefoot's not gonna swim in there, but they do look like bricks when you're wearing them. So if your foot is wide, Keen Targhee Vent is probably the shoe that you wanna go with. If you are dead set on this shoe, the Salomon OUTline GTX, then you're gonna probably have to get the wide version. Because again, I have a normal foot and this is the wide version, just so I can get my foot in there and be comfortable. Okay, next question. Is traction on the trail important to you? Again, I tested these 2 shoes against 3 other shoes and they performed similarly, which was surprising. With a softer compound like this is called Contagrip. I don't know if you can see that. That's my mother-in-law's cell phone. It's so annoying. Anyway, this is called Contagrip and it's by Salomon. It's not awesome. So this is kind of a softer rubber. You would expect it to be maybe more like a Vibram or something else like that would provide more grip and traction. But when I tested these, they performed similar to the Keen Targhee Vent, which have a more traditional like hard boot rubber sole, which isn't really squishy, but provides adequate traction and grip on the trail. Hey, as always, call to action. The most important thing that you can do for me right now, if you want to support this channel, is just hit like. You don't even have to subscribe. Just hit like, and that way people like you will receive notifications from YouTube about this video, and then they'll also be able to get this information. Thank you. Okay, next question. Do you expect wet conditions? If you expect wet conditions, then you definitely do not want to go with the Keen Targhee Vent. I tested these shoes for time to dry, and these were the second to the worst. The Oboz, Sawtooth 2 being the worst. It's just a function of like how much padding they have inside the shoe, right? So these have a lot of padding. They're not Gore-Tex, and when they get wet, it could take days in certain conditions for these things to dry out. So if you're gonna get wet, and you know that the trail is going to be wet, this is going to be a much, much, much better shoe. It has Gore-Tex and it's much more lightweight and has less material. So even these uppers, if they get wet and the Gore-Tex is keeping you dry, these uppers are going to dry out much more quickly than the Keen Targhee Vent. Okay, second to last question. How important is comfort for you? I've tried so hard to like Salomon. In fact, for my next round of testing shoes, I have another pair of Salomons and they just don't work. I didn't have to get the wide version in the new pair that I bought. It's totally different style from this, but there's just something about the way they build the shoe that just doesn't work for my foot. And so yeah, maybe these are the wide version and they still don't feel right. They're still like too too narrow back here in the middle of my foot. So for comfort, I would definitely go with the Keen Targhee Vent. These are famous for being comfortable. They're big, you know, blocky. They look dorky, I think. You know, I always say it looks like something that like Homer Simpson would wear with khakis to like a church potluck or something. They just don't look cool, but they are very comfortable. And they are not the most comfortable shoes though. The ones that won last year, the video, you can check it on my channel. It's like best popular hiking shoe under $150. The one that I chose as the winner, those shoes are amazing. I'm wearing them right now. And after a year, they're still holding up and they are super comfortable. So go check out that video if you want to see a pair of really, really comfortable hiking shoes. Okay, last question, and the most important one, because we're hikers and we're really all vain and want to look good, and that is, do you want to look good on the trail? Then you definitely want to get the Salomon OUTline GTX. I think they did a really good job in styling on these. I was really excited when I got these. I had the non-Gore-Tex version initially and they were completely black and they looked awesome, but I didn't have the wide version, so they didn't work. So I would say on styling and just as far as like appearance, the Salomon OUTline GTX wins out over the Homer Simpson Keen Targhee Vents, right? These are just not gonna win any beauty contests. All right, guys, that's the last of these head-to-head videos from the shoes that I purchased last year. Check the channel because on Monday-ish, Tuesday, I'll have the brand new video out that reviews 5 shoes where I do tests on traction, comfort, protection underfoot, and all of that stuff. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.